What up, Bronco Brothers channel here, and we got a video. We got a Glazy's billionaires right now. You gotta give credit to this ownership group, the Wallen Penners. You gotta give them credit. You gotta give credit to Mr. Wallen. You gotta give Greg Penner, their wife, not counting Lisa Rice or Hamilton or the rest. They suck. They're just there for money. But Greg Penner, salute to this guy. This guy's been a great owner his entire tenure. It's been 3 years, and they won more games than the previous Bullen fucking trust. So, yeah. So let's go over the Broncos ownership. Obviously, I forgot who owned them before, but like the March 1984. That's when Pat Bullen bought the team, and they obviously were a consistent winner. Multiple playoff appearances right here, and obviously won 2 Super Bowls back to back. Won a bunch consecutive winning seasons with Pat Bullen. Until 2015, obviously. Bullen died, I think, in 2016 or 17, but he had Alzheimer's. But they won the Super Bowl when he was alive, and obviously his vision and all that. And then once he died, it just went downhill. Look at these seasons from 2016 to 2000 and no, from 2017 to 2022. I know that was under Penner. We haven't won more than 8 games. More than fucking 7 games. And the last 2 years with Wallen Penner, we won 8 plus. And obviously the first year, they still had a lot of Elway players and a lot of bullshit. They traded for Russell Wilson before the ownership group, and obviously they gave him the contract. That's the worst thing they've done. The ownership group was give him the contract. Other than that, they've been great. They're gonna spend multiple money on the stadium. They have like new grass every fucking halfway point of the season. They're gonna have new grass, which is a lot of money. They're gonna renovate the stadium. They're gonna build a new stadium eventually. I don't know if it's gonna be dome or retractable roof or outdoor. I hope it's outdoor. They gotta keep it outdoor. Just make it modern. It's cheaper too. You know, you need the elements in Denver. Fuck WrestleMania. They're never gonna have a WrestleMania or concerts. And well, they have concerts, but they'll never have big events in Denver. They'll never have a Super Bowl in Denver, unfortunately. But yeah, they're gonna pour money into free agents. The Broncos are gonna be in on every free agent possible, every free agent possible that they need, like any position they need, because of this ownership group. It's not gonna be cheap. The Broncos are gonna be spending a lot of money. Once the Russ money's gone, once that dead cap is gone, they're gonna be spending a lot of money. And you gotta give ownership credit. You know, I hate the Glaze billionaires, but they saved this team, man. Without a good owner, your team's terrible. You know, look at the Cowboys. They have Jerry Jones. They're not terrible every year, but they're meddling and they're always a first round exit. The fucking Jaguars, he sucks. You know, look at Washington. They had Dan Snyder for a couple decades and they're terrible. Now Harris takes over in Washington, not the president. Harris takes over in Washington, and the Sixers suck now, which is good. But you make the Washington Redskins better. You know, it's all about ownership. Ownership from the top down. Now you have a meddling owner like Jerry Jones, an owner that's not involved. Like I don't know what I guess. I'm trying to think. Owner that's not. I guess Detroit's owner's now not involved anymore. I guess she don't make that much decisions, but I think she hired Dan Campbell. You have fucking David Tepper who sucks. You got bad owners across the league, and you have some good owners. Like Robert Kraft's a great owner. I know his team sucks, but he's a great owner. And we got a great owner in the Walmart Walton Penner group, and just know when the Broncos have all that cap space in a few years, we're gonna win the offseason. It's gonna be bad for the rest of the league. We're gonna be outbidding everyone. It's going to be crazy, man. We're going to be like the New York Yankees of football. We're going to outbid everyone. We're going to make everyone look broke. Everyone's like, all these owners are worried about their fucking pockets. We don't care. We got Walmart money, and we love it, man. We love it. The facilities are getting better for the players. That's great. They have the top-notch medical staff. They have top-notch everything now because of this new ownership group. It's great. You gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit. You gotta give Greg. Greg is obviously the president. He's the main guy, and he's done a good job. Obviously, he fucked up with the Russ contract. That's really the only negative. I wanted fucking George Payton fired probably after the Russ season, but they stuck with him. They knew more than me, I guess, and George Payton's done a good job. A lot of this shit, in the draft, he's made some good moves. He made some bad, obviously, Quinn Miners, Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper was good. He's made some nice moves. Even Javonte was good for a year, and then he got injured, so that's not his fault. But yeah, Hackett was a terrible hire. Sean Payne was a great hire. George Payne had to go through 3 head coaches. Actually, technically 4 with Rosberg, but yeah, George Payton got a lot of leeway after that year with Russell Wilson. He could have been fired, but the ownership group, they stuck with him. I don't know if it was loyalty or, just a gut instinct, but they made the right decision there. And George, I gotta give him credit. He picked the right quarterback. He's had a good draft. Jonah Ellis has been good. Troy Franklin, we'll see how he does. Marvin Mims was a good pick. I'm in shambles apparently. Still, he has to get better as a receiver, but he's been special teams. He is a Pro Bowler at special teams, man. The guy's amazing. He hired Sean Payton. They changed the fucking jerseys. Thank God. I'm not saying the old jerseys were bad. It's just we need a new identity. And again, if you see the same shit, we were losing a lot with those jerseys. We had nothing but losing with those jerseys the last years. We had to make a culture change, and we did. So the jerseys right now look great. So you got to give ownership a lot of credit for the current state of this team, and we have a bright future. And I'm very excited to watch football with it. I'm really excited to watch this Denver Broncos team. I can't believe it. I'm saying this. I had low expectations. I said we would win 6 games. Look at us now. Look at us. That meme with Paul Rudd. Look at us. I know. But yeah, good ownership makes a good team. You have to have ownership. It starts with ownership, front office, and then coaching, and then players. It's 4 layers. It's like a nice sandwich. You got your fucking 2 bread, your meat, and your cheese. That's it. And we have good ownership. We have a good GM now. George Payton, I forgive you, even though free agency has to get better. He's made some duds, but, we've done a lot with a lot little, man. This offseason, George Payton probably has his best offseason by getting rid of a lot of dead weight. Getting rid of Justin Simmons. Getting rid of Josie Jewell. Getting rid of Jerry Jeudy. Getting rid of, I don't know if it was Cushionberry last year or this year. I don't remember. Getting rid of all that dead weight. It was beautiful getting rid of all that dead weight. It was awesome, man. It was fucking awesome getting rid of that dead weight. And, we just need... The Broncos are not perfect. They're not a perfect team. Obviously, offensively, there's some needs, but ownership's going to spend money. We're going to drill, baby, drill. And we're going to win. We're going to win a lot of games in the future. We have a bright future. We have a great quarterback. Great defense. VJ, Vance Joseph, man. This losing season streak started with him, and it ended with him, man. The streak ended with him. Vance Joseph is amazing. You gotta give him credit. I'm really happy with this team, man. I'm really happy. We gotta keep forward. We gotta beat the Chargers on Thursday, and we gotta make the postseason, man. We gotta make the postseason. That's all I gotta say, guys. Peace. Thank you, Walton Penners. You guys have done great. Subscribe to the Bronco Bros channel. We got podcast coming after the Thursday night game. Our recap, our post game. So tune in there. That's all I gotta say, guys. What do you think of the ownership group? I think they've done a great job. Obviously, the first year was bad, and then after that, they've done pretty good. That's all I gotta say, guys. Peace.